1 minute plus summary, project cost management. Project cost management is the knowledge area where we find out what the budget is and where we manage the budget. That's it in a nutshell. But as usual, every knowledge area starts off with a planning process, typically, not all the time, but 8 times out of 10. In this knowledge area of cost management, we have a process called plan cost management. And here we develop a cost management plan, which defines which processes will be in the cost area, how we will estimate, budget, and control the cost. As part of our cost management plan, we should define currency that we will use, units of measure, levels of accuracy, levels of precision, rules for rounding up or rounding down, earned value management rules of performance, and how the WBS will be used and how that maps back to the organization's process for managing cost on the project. So that's the cost management plan that defines all these things. Now, after plan cost management, the next process is known as estimate cost. Estimate cost is where we estimate how much each activity or group of activities will cost. Now, my preference is for you to think about this as how every activity is estimated. But on some projects, management tells you not to estimate at the granular levels, to estimate at the higher levels, known as the work package level. So you could estimate either at the granular level, activity level, or you could estimate at the work package level. You could even estimate at higher levels, but preferably the work package level. Now, when you get done with estimate costs, when you have estimates for every aspect of the project, work packages or activities, and by the way, we call activities tasks in the world of the PMI. We use these terms interchangeably. But when you have estimates for all of the activities, the next step is to aggregate all these estimates to get your final budgeted amount. So we add up all the estimates using cost aggregation. We add up all of those reserves and we get our budget. Now, in this world, it is important to realize there is a difference between what we call a cost baseline versus what we call a budget. And as you go deeper into cost management, you realize that the budget contains the cost baseline and any management reserves for unknowns. However, the word cost baseline or the phrase cost baseline does not include management reserves. It includes contingency reserves. To make it even more intricate, in the world of earned value, especially in the real world of earned value, when we use the term budget, sometimes we could be referring to what we know as the budget at completion. But the budget at completion is not the same as the budget, which is the cost baseline and management reserves. You see how intricate it gets? And for this reason, I advise everyone studying for this exam to always, unfailingly, read this book. Get all the details you can and strive to understand even the minutiae, because that will help you as you prepare for either the PMP or CAPM exam. And by the way, other exams like the RMP exam, the SP exam, which I have taken, they all map back in some way to the PMBOK guide. The SP, the RMP, the PMP, the CAPM. You do need to know your PMBOK guide sufficiently well. So in determine budget, understanding the budget versus the cost baseline could be a very involved task for you. Be patient, read the right places in the PMBOK guide, and understand this. Last but not least, we have the control cost process. Control cost is where we control the budget. We manage the budget, whichever word you want to use. But this control cost is in the monitoring and controlling process group. For that reason, you immediately get a feel of monitoring budget spend, controlling the budget spend from getting out of hand. So we have plan cost management, estimate cost, determine budget, and control cost. It's as simple as that. But in control cost, we have a laundry list of formulas. And this is on page 267 in this book. 267 affords you the option of going through every earned value formula relevant for your PMP exam. And not just every earned value formula, but every formula tied to EAC, estimate at completion, VAC, variance at completion, ETC. So it does get very involved. And for that reason, I want to one more time advise you, this page with all of those formulas definitely needs to be mastered. Now, this was a somewhat more than a 1 minute, well, plus summary, but I hope you found it to be useful, and I wish you all the best in your studying. Remember to check out the website, Praizion, PRAIZION.com, and also check out PMSucceed.com. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.